Ghost over here.
So I didn't know how to explain this. So I called in a friend of the show. His name is Russell Rush.
Yeah.
And he has people that come in and detect ghosts. I don't know a lot about what he does and how he does it, but I do know that I sat down and talked with him Friday when he came in, and I will say this. He gave me some information. I wanted him to tell you all this firsthand.
Oh, you're passing off your story to Russell?
I am. Because you know what? I intentionally didn't want to hear everything because I wanted to kind of be surprised along with you guys. But he did tell me that he had a long, lengthy conversation.
Well, this is
with the ghost?
Yes.
The ghost?
Yes. He's on the phone right now.
Award-winning ghost investigator Russell Rush is on the phone with us right now. Hello, Russell.
Hey guys, how are you?
You are award-winning, right? I think you won a couple awards.
We've won a couple of Emmy awards for the show, the Russell Rush on a Tour. You are correct.
How about that?
That's awesome, man.
Man.
So I showed Russell the building and where the things have happened, and kind of explained what has happened to me, and I let him take it from there. He came back after we closed at midnight and set up all of his ghost apparatus. And you take it from there, Russell.
Well, first thing, Al, I gotta ask before we get into this. You're not putting us on, right? Because the evidence that we found was so crazy that it almost could be fake.
Wait,
Russell,
what?
Russell, I would not even know how to fake ghost
That's true.
information.
Yeah.
He's not a good faker.
I'm not a good faker in any realm.
Could this be a real live episode of Scooby-Doo, Russell? Is that what you're saying?
No, JC, like, for real, Kelly, like you said, something was trying to get their attention, right? So we decided we're going to set this thing up that basically it's called a portal, and it flips the radio. It flips the radio frequency so fast that we're actually able to hear real voices, like timbers of voices of those that may be trying to communicate. And so we set this thing up, and we decided we're not going to ask any questions like you normally see them do on TV. We're going to let them say what they say, and we're just going to do. So we just acted like we were in the bar, just like there, and we were going to see what happened. This same voice started to come through, like this old man, like Western accent voice came through. And then on top of that, he kept trying to shut somebody. He kept saying, shut up, and trying to shush somebody.
Rude.
And this little kid voice started to come through as well.
Oh, no.
Wow.
And so it seems like there's like an old man there as well as a child. We kept trying to get answers. He claims, by the way, that he's chilling in like the kitchen of the bar. And when we went back there to try and locate him, told us to stop, and then he said, "They'll be dead."
Whoa! I got chills.
I got goosebumply.
I told you.
I got the goosebumply.
This is goosebumply. This is goosebumply.
Oh man.
So who'll be
Who's
dead?
they?
Yes.
Yeah, the kid's gonna kill people, or the Western guy, and they said chilling back in the 1800s.
Yeah, they said chilling and shut up.
That's my word. We said where are you in the room? Where can we see you? And he said the kitchen. And so one of our investigators walked back to the kitchen. I wasn't going. I was like, yeah, you go. Whatever.
Russell's a smart man.
So they go back there, and he said, stop. And I was like, they said stop. And then the next thing he said was, they'll be dead. And I was like, yeah, you should probably come back.
Okay, if you're joining us right now, on the phone with us is our boy Russell Rush. Made the trip up from San Antonio to go to Big Al Mac's bar.
Let's legitimize who this guy is. This guy is not somebody that's some run-of-the-mill,
this is
fly-by-night ghost detective.
Two-time Emmy-winning ghost investigator Russell Rush.
Did you ask him what he was trying to communicate with all this mischievous activity?
Yeah.
We tried to figure out if he needed help, if he was trying to get a message, where he was from. He said, we talked for 30 minutes, but we have to parse through all the evidence. I'm not going to lie to you. It was 6:30 in the morning because when we had the last communication.
Yeah.
Here's the funny part, Al. That voice clearing.
Yeah.
When we talked to him the second time around, every third sentence he would clear his throat.
Oh, no!
I'm telling you, man.
This is weird.
So cool.
Freaky stuff, man.
And he never did communicate what he wanted?
Not that I can remember. It wasn't anything big, but the weird thing was there was this little kid with him that he kept trying to shut up. And we were like, did you do something to the child? And one of the things I remember saying is, that's not even correct. That's what he said. That's not even correct.
It's not even correct. Okay.
I don't know who that is, or if it's just...
Have we looked into murders and stuff in a certain time period in the area?
I have.
Have you gone back to look at... I mean, there's at least records of things that have happened in your town.
Well, we do know that right in that area of Waxahachie, there were 5 different American Indian tribes that made that area home.
Okay.
But that wouldn't explain. We did. I was kind of joking with him, like trying to use like language from like Old West or whatever, because I said, "Why don't you show yourself?" Whatever, and he just kept saying no. I said, "Are you yellow?" And he says, "Yes, I am yellow." And I was like, I don't know what that means, if that's some sort of reference to
The Simpsons?
American Indians or something. But
Yellow belly? Didn't they call people when they were scared? They were yellow. Is that yellow belly? Is that scary?
I mean,
what that means.
No, I'm not scared. Like you're
It's a yellow belly.
You're a wimp, right?
Do we have the audio?
exactly.
Did you record it?
Oh yeah, no, we have all of this. I mean, there was a 30-minute conversation in the beginning, and then at the end of the night, like another 30 minutes. And what's funny is, I was getting to this point. It's 6:30 in the morning, so I'm not gonna lie, I fell asleep. I sat there and I fell asleep. And when I did that, the rest of the team is still awake. The guy started laughing at me
For falling asleep.
for falling asleep. He said, "Asleep," ha ha ha, and started laughing at me.
Wow.
Now, Russell,
Yeah, 'cause he wishes he could sleep.
Can we hear the audio?
are we going to be able to hear it?
Yeah, I don't have it with me today, but when we produce the show and everything, this is going to come out middle of October.
Okay, around Halloween.
Back with all the evidence, yeah. We're still going through all of it. There was so much audio. That's why I had to ask, is this real? Because if you're putting this on, like, I never heard the thing talk like that.
Wow.
It's so odd because you're a radio guy, and I'm thinking maybe you're putting me on, and you're thinking I'm trying to put you on, but this is...
So Al's thinking you're punking him, Russell. Russell, you're thinking Al's punking you, and you guys are not punking anybody.
And I don't know if it has anything to do with the kid, blah, 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 but on the building right next to me, which is also another old building, there's a painting, a silhouette of a little kid that doesn't have hands. Like,
What?
and Russell saw this, he took a picture of it, but it's, because he kept asking me, Russell did in his questionnaire and all, is there any dismemberment? Has anything violent happened in history of this property? And I'm like, I don't think so.
They could have cut off little boy's hands for trying to steal something, and that used to be the punishment.
I don't know.
They do that in some countries. I don't know if they did it
There
here.
has to be some old person in town that knows.
Yeah, you got to find the
Or
oldest person
something
in
that
town.
happened there.
Yeah, they know.
Well, now you're going to be on the haunted tour.
Should be.
Yeah,
You should be.
Get your tickets for $19.99.
Yeah, it's just a ploy to make some money. It's smart.
No, that's Kelly's birthday party.
Oh, my
Those
goodness.
specials, little drink specials.
Yeah, this. I told you it's goosebumply.
Now, Russell, I've talked to you in the past about this. How sure are you that ghosts are among us?
I have just, the whole thing for me started as a way to kind of poke fun at, like, a paranormal team, right?
Yeah.
And I went out with these guys to poke fun at them. When I was out with them, they're like, I think I heard Russell's name. And I was like, what? Hang on, lights on, and then from there, it just kind of grew into what we do now. And so I've just seen and heard way too much to not, believe that there's something else out there. But I'll tell you the funniest story for me about Al's Bars. We stayed in Waxahachie Friday night. Saturday, went up there and just said, bye to Al or whatever at the bar, and Curtis. And we got up there, and I was telling him, I was like, hey, there's something here or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Who's Ed? We were just kind of talking. There was a guy next to him that was waiting for his food or whatever, and he turned to Al and he said, this place really is haunted? And I was like, that's what they said. And the guy goes, I'll take my food to go.
This could hurt business.
All right, it could, Al. It could.
Oh my
Or help.
goodness!
All
I
right.
think it's going to help more than hurt.
So according to Russell Rush, who does this
Yes.
on the side, but